Evening everybody, and welcome to Late Night Racing's Forza Motorsport event. This is the first for me commentating on this. This is their Gen 3 Supercars series, coming to you for round 10 at Mount Panorama, Bathurst. So basically for this series we have the Gen 3 cars, which is the Camaro, the Supra and the Mustang. So quite a few names here that I don't know, because I don't really do a lot of Forza Motorsport with Late Night Racing. But we've got Barney, Triple Eight. We've got Grumblebum in the Supra, followed by Sparrow in the Mustang, Pinky in the Camaro, Clarkson in a Camaro as well, a little bit loose over the top of the mountain. This is qualifying that the guys are doing. It's 3 laps, and then we're on to a 44 lap race with 3 compulsory stops, I believe, but there could possibly be more. Then we've got Chase, Mobile Chicane, very sideways, warming the tyres up. Motorman in the Camaro as well. The Spooling in the Days of Thunder look. And we've got T-Dub racing with Brody Kostecki in the Shell V-Power Mustang. We've got Saki in the Camaro. Terra running the Chaz Mostert livery on the Mustang. You hear those superchargers whine. Then we've got Senna in a Camaro as well. Jax in a Mustang, sponsored by Jim Beam, and Agro Cat. So 15 on the grid tonight. Can I get... Well, there we go. Agro Cat with the fastest lap so far with a 2:14.89. Play card off. I'll get rid of the map as well. Who can I get? Turn that off. So Senna sitting in second there. There we go, we can finally get some times up here. Spooling in third with the 2:15.55. I believe the times we're looking for, someone was doing 2:11s, which could be basically alien speed, but we'll see as most of these guys start to cross the line where everyone starts to sit. So Barney to the top, Pinky to the top now with a 2:12.2. Barney in second, dropped to fourth as everyone's just jumping through. Definite whines on the superchargers. I love the Whiskers sponsor on the Mustang. Good old Whiskers. So Spooling's better his time. He's done a 2:13.33. It's putting him into third. Saki's sitting in fourth with a 2:13.86. So it's less than a second between the top three. Points of interest. Yeah, no. Just go back to replay cams. I wonder if that's... Oh no, don't do that. So we've got two across the line. Binky with a 2:11.64, sitting on pole at the moment. 2:11.79 from Barney, and 2:12.77 for Spooling. 2:13.17 for Senna. So there we go, at the end of qualifying we have Binky on pole with a 2:11.64, Barney in second with the 2:11.79, Spooling up to third. Oh, Jesus Christ. Don't even get a chance to read it all. Oh, there's our top three anyway. And as I said, we are going into a 44 lap race. So yeah, 44 lap race, 3 stops, possibly more, depending on weather, tyre deg, fuel. So it should be interesting. Bear with me, as I said, this is my first time spectating and commentating for Forza Motorsport. Usually do instead of Corsa, but we'll just make it happen. So good sized grid, good mixture of cars. I believe there's only one Supra in this series. Thought there might have been a few more. All cars have been homologated to certain PI ratings, so only certain additional bits of equipment can go on to boost horsepower, braking and all that, just to make them as even as possible. So just gotta wait now till everybody puts that little purple tick in the box and we can get ready to go racing. So now would probably be a good time to grab a drink, grab some snacks and get ready to sit back and watch the action unfold as We have 12 drivers try to tackle the mountain. If you're new to the channel too, guys, please follow along. Up the spooling. Yeah, great job, mate, for third place. Should be a good spot to start the race. Hopefully you can get a nice slingshot out of turn 1 up the mountain straight. But yeah, make sure you follow along. Hit the like and subscribe button to see more action and content. This comes to you every Saturday night, but it'll come out on YouTube Sunday morning, 9 AM. So there's a few more rounds to go after this one. Up the jacks, up the dub. Cheers, fellas. So yeah, there is a few more rounds after this one. Now I've kindly said that I will continue on with the commentary, just to get a bit more of an understanding of the cameras and the angles and stuff, because I quite like doing commentary. Also Sunday nights I do the commentary on ACC. We've got the new Lamborghini series starting. Up the Sparrow, up the Apollo. So there'll be a bit more of me in the comm box, and there's also a bit of racing coming as well, so stay tuned. Looks like everybody is readied up, so it won't be long now and we'll be underway. Here we go. Countdown is on as we head to the grid. We are on the grid. Now waiting for the green light. 3, 2, 1, green light, let's go racing. As everyone seems to make a great start. Bit of bump and shove into turn 1, a little bit loose on the outside there from Saki as they head up Mountain Straight. Looks like everybody's got a pretty good start. Still side by side in a few places into turn 2. Oh, a little bit sideways there, a little bit of contact on exit. Everyone just tries to settle into a groove. Tito couldn't squeeze into the fence on the outside. But so far so good, everything's pretty clean. Front runners have all managed to get into single file. A little bit of bump and shove there down into McPhillamy. You watch Sparrow come up and into Skyline. Oh, major contact there going through the dipper from Senna and Terra. times. A little bit of bump and grind there as we head in through the chase. Then I get rid of... Here we go. Data off, driver list, all we want on, map on. That's what we want. We've already got one into the pits. Oh, big slide there from Terra. Let's just check the field up a bit. As we watch the Super go around the outside, that's dizzy. So they start heading up the field. I believe Spooling's jumped into the pits for an early stop. Might have had a bit of damage. But the front guys have checked out. The front three, oh, massive slide there from Saki. Heading up into the cutting. And we're back down to Agro Cat and Jax. Battling hard to come up over the top. Not too far behind is Clarkson. Oh, a bit of a tap on the wall there. Oh, we're just going to be checked up here. They try to go too wide here through the grade. Up into McPhillamy. Oh, very wide into the sand goes Clarkson. Who was that? Dizzy. Absolutely screaming sideways. No, it wasn't. It was Chase. Screaming sideways through into Skyline. And we go back here to Sparrow, Clarkson and Hobbsy. Battle for the 10, 11 and 12. Second to T-Dub. T-Dub's dropped right back here. Whether he's had a collision somewhere, not too sure. Looks like everyone's starting to find their feet. Clarkson's trying to ring in on Sparrow here. Here we go, camera angles in the game as he's got an inside run here on Sparrow. Oh, he's run very wide there. That's going to let Sparrow come back up through. And also Hobbsy's been able to make his way past Clarkson. As these three are still jostling for positions on the opening laps. I'll put that in the top corner there so we can see what lap we're on. As we go back to our leader, Barney out in front. Got a 2-second lead over Binky. And then right on his back door is Saki. This battle down Conrod Straight, 2 Camaros, Saki in the slipstream. He's got a run on him here. Waits to crest the hill and then pulls out. Going side by side into the chase. Oh, and a nice move. Bit squirmy under brakes, but manages to make it stick and moves up into second place. Great move there from Saki. And then back and forth, we've got Jax, who's got Agro Cat in the Whiskers sponsored car. hot on his heels. You hear the big whine of the superchargers on the Mustangs. Oh, looks like we've got chase racing in the pits. So that's one compulsory stop. Stops are only about 5 to 6 seconds to change tyres and add a bit of fuel. I'm not too sure on tyre compounds and what they have to use, but they do have the choices of hards, softs and mediums. And here's Mr. Late Night Racing himself. Ooh, with a lot of damage on the windscreen, that's going to make it quite difficult to see. They don't have an in-car camera, unfortunately. So everyone's starting to spread out a little bit, but we've still got this group here in 9th, 10th and 11th that are only just over 2 seconds between each other. So we've got Hobbsy here closing in onto the back of Sparrow, coming down into the elbow. Oh, massive lock up there from the rears from Sparrow. Just leaving a trail of smoke behind him. So it looks like Hobbsy's in this stream here. He might be able to make a move down into the chase. He might not quite be close enough at this stage. Not quite at this stage. But here you go, Jackson, Aggro Cat still battling at it. Aggro Cat has managed to make the move stick. But Jackson's not going to let him get away. As Saki is taking a compulsory stop after making that move on Binky. We're back to our leader, Barney, still got that 2-second lead over Binky. As these two are basically pulled away from the field, it's then 16 seconds now back to 3rd place, which is Aggro Cat. Saki's just come out in front of Dizzy in the Supra, who's got Senna closing in. Let's go on board here for a lap. For a lap around the mountain on Forza Motorsport. Into McPhillamy Park, now as he comes into the S's, drops down out of Skyline. Goes through the dipper as he shoots his way down to Forest Elbow. It's a good run out of there. Beautiful scenic views coming down Conrod Straight. We get ready to head into the chase. Brakes at the 200 mark aboard. Turns it in, takes a lot of curb. Nicely done there, nice lap from Dizzy. So it looks like Binky's had a bit of a mistake here, or he's done a compulsory stop. And that's let AgroCat and Jax get around. We'll just watch this little battle pack here for the back side of the podium. Oh, as he bags it up coming out of the cutting. Oh, a bit of a side slap on the wall there as they drop down into the grate. He's going to go up the inside here at Reed Park. Nicely done through there, up over the hill to McPhillamy. Now as we drop down Skyline into the S's. Oh, he uses a lot of curb there. He's hot on the heels of AgroCat here. Make a move. Oh, gives him a little shove. Oh, and he slaps the inside wall, and that puts him into the out. That lets Jax and Saki back through, and that's actually a move there from Saki as they're both pitted. So, unfortunate mistake there from Binky has let these guys run away a bit. Oh, we've got AgroCat deep into the grass. And he's now into the kitty litter as well. You like that, AgroCat kitty litter? Anyway, manages to get back on track and he's only dropped down to 7th. He's still with this pack. Looks like Binky's going into the pits again. We'll go back to our normal cameras as Jackson, Saki, nose to tail heading up Mountain Straight. Rather interesting view. Saki's going to have a look up the inside here. Now the inside run here going into the cutting. Oh, a bit of a slap on the wall. Carrying a bit of speed. But manages to make it stick and that moves him back up into 2nd. Oh no, don't do that. Let's go back, see what's going on in the rest of the field. Senna having a bit of a battle now as AgroCat's clawing his way back up the field. So we've got Hobbsy just out on his own at the moment. Binky's just come out in front of Chase and Spooling and Motorman. As we will watch, they'll come down. Come down through the dipper here. There's Binky, there's Chase, Fool, and Motorman. Interesting camera view. What else we got? Here comes T-Dub. As we ride on the back wing of the 46 City sponsored Days of Thunder inspired Camaro of Spooling. Go head into the chase. We are only on lap 8 of 44. Interesting camera, it's all up front. What else we got? Sparrows dropped right back down into 14th. whether he's done a compulsory stop. No, he's still got the shattered window and side windows, scrapes all down the side. So it's been through the walls a bit. So let's just see. Pit stop. So T-Dub's done 2 stops. We've got Mobile Chicane, Grumble Bum, Sparrow, Clarkson, Terra, Motorman, Schooling, Chase. All have done 1. Binky's done 2. And Barney and Saki have done 1. Yet to do a stop is Jax, Dizzy, Senna and Aggro Cat and Hobbsy. So interesting to see. That's why everyone's basically spread out a little bit. Oh, we've got penalties too, so only a few seconds so far for a few people. Sparrow with the most with 4 seconds. Movers and shakers in the field. The biggest one is Hobbsy. He's moved up 10 spots since race start. Dizzy moved up 13. Oh, a bit of a hit on the inside wall there from Clarkson. Oh, he's in the grass. So both Jax and Aggro Cat are in the pits. Jack's just coming out and meeting up with a group of Spooling, Chase and Motorman. So they go side by side up in Mountain Straight. Spooling on the inside is going to have the better run into the corner. Those Jacks can cover. Spooling pulls back out of it. He's got a better exit run there and he's going to be up the inside. No, he's pulled out of that too. Biting his time. Very close racing still going on here as we battle for the bottom places of the top 10. Spawn sideways in the grass. Oh, don't do that. So far Barney's still out in the lead. Just smooth and consistent. About to start lap 10. And 6 seconds back is Saki. He's about to come up on a lap car. And then we've got a bit of a gap, 14 seconds down back to Dizzy, who looks like he's going in to do a stop. And so Senna's going in, and also Hobbsy is going in for a stop as well. Oh, bit hot going in. And that's that Hobbsy through in pit lane. Slight mistake there from Senna. So Chase now moved up into 6th spot while he's in the pits. Jax has pulled a little bit of a gap out, but he's now going to be right on the heels of Dizzy. So Supra versus Mustang. Go on bonnet view here on the Mustang as he tries to chase down this Supra. And lights up the rear end coming up out of the cutting. Oh, Bit of a touch on the wall. As they head down into the grate. Happy to repark. Slight skim of the wall as they come around into McPhillamy. Supra seems to be a little bit more comfortable over the top of the mountain. But we'll ride on board here and we'll see what the power difference is down Conrod Straight between the two manufacturers. Looks like the Dizzy got a better exit coming out of the Forest Elbow. It's giving him a bit more of a breathing space. The Mustang closes in under brakes. Oh, Dizzy ran a little bit wide there into Murray's corner. Was that Hell's corner? I don't know which one's which. I can't remember. So Chase and Motorman are in the pits. As we head back down, Terra sitting in 11th. Comes out just in front of Chase and Motorman. Now puts him up in the 10th, and he's on the back of Spooling. He's just up the road there. Spooling's having a bit of a battle with Senna here. And we head back down the field. We've got Sparrow sitting in 13th. Just in the background there is Clarkson. I believe this is his first race with Eleanor on Forza. He's another Assetto Corsa racer. So this will be a good introduction for him to the racing on Forza. With the late night racing, there's a lot of guys here that only race on Forza. Dags it up, coming up out of the elbow, out of the cutting. And go back down. Grumblebum and another Supra sitting in 15th. One lap down already. But just ahead of Mobile Chicane. Oh, what's happened with Timmy? Oh, looks like Timmy's having a bit of a hard time with that Shell V-Power. He's got it going again. But he might have a lot of damage. Going very slowly down the S's. So it might be a bit of a handful to drive. As we go back up to the top 5, we've got Jackson 5th trying to chase down Dizzy again in 4th. These two still battling it out. And 5 seconds up the road from there, Misaki, who's got a bit of a breathing gap on them, but trying to chase down Binky again. Binky seems to got it back into order. And he's about to put a lap on Mobile Chicane. Trying to chase down Barney. But Barney looks like he's just been smooth and consistent. Still got a gap of 26 seconds. As he puts the lap on T-Dub. So we got Hobbsy, Spooling and Senna. What's going on here? That's weird, I don't know what happened there. Senna trying to just bridge that gap on Spooling. Closes up quite a bit under brakes. Yeah, we got there's Dizzy and Jax, and Aggro Cat and Binky. What's happened to Binky? Has obviously pitted again and gone down into 6 as we then watch Hobbsy, Spooling and Senna. We've got Chase and Motorman and quite a bit of a distance back. Whatever that is does not sound healthy. So it looks like we've had Timmy's bailed out, which is unfortunate, but Timmy will always live to fight another day. Still on here with Jackson and Dizzy. And Binky's managed to get back around Aggro Cat. I'm just going through all the different camera angles, that's all. Aggro Cat's still back there. It's not really a roof cam, it's more bumper bar cam, but helicopter view. Oh, Spooling with a big moment through the dipper. Still holding on to the back of Hobbsy here. bit of a slap on the wall there from Sparrow. Pretty cool camera angles here. It'd be good if you could just have a selection of the ones you want to use. Oh, a little bit deep under brakes there, just misses the apex quite a little bit. And across, meow, as Sparrow heads for the pits. Looked at all the camera angles, we'll go back to where we were. So it looks like Spaulding has dropped out of this group. Whether he's pitted or not, let's have a quick... No, stop doing that. Let's have a look here. So Binky's already done his three stops, so Spaulding. Still quite a few drivers out there too that have only done one stop at the moment. And we're only on lap 15 of 44. So still we've got Barney out in front. Only 13 seconds now, back to Saki. As I said, Barney's probably done his second stop, and that's what's brought the field back together a little bit. So Dizzy's doing well here, sitting in third in the Supra. He's got Binky closing in on him. Hobbsy now being hounded by Senna. Senna's starting to sniff. So back here as he heads up into the cutting. Oh, Hobbs is running very wide. That's let Senna have a look up the inside. And he's made it stick. Oh, big slap of the wall there from both of them. As they now head up over the hill. Still not over yet. Hobbs is still having a look. Oh, massive slide there from Senna. Just clips the wall there at Reed Park. And all this battle on here is bringing Jax back into the mix. As now Senna's pulled away. Created a bit of a gap there to Hobbsy. Chase here. Trying to pull away from Spaulding. Spaulding's trying to put a lap on Grumblebum. There you go, Cat. Back into the pits, and so is Saki. Saki now comes out, back out in fourth. With a bit of a gap now to Dizzy. That he'll have to work back. Well, Dizzy has just been done by Binky. Binky's managed to make the move stick. But Dizzy's looking around the outside as they head up into the cutting. Can't really make a move on the outside there. Just ask Marcus Ambrose and Greg Murphy to don't really go into that corner very well. Binky now is looking to settle into a groove, try to close that gap back up to Barney. Jax and Aggro Cat, both on the hot heels of Hobbsy. Oh, massive hit in the wall there from Jax. Manages to rotate it and keep it going. Looks like she's got some serious damage. It's not sounding pretty good. Hopefully he can limp it back to the pits and get that fixed. Cat trying to make his way back into the top 5. We'll go on board with the Kit Kat Whiskers car of Aggro Cat. See if he can claw his way back and stay out of the kitty litter like that. Oh, Hobbsy's running a bit wide there going into the chase. This is going to let Aggro Cat just drive on by on the outside. But Hobbsy will be hot on his heels again. Just me, or am I hearing voices? I think I'm hearing voices. It must be in-game voices that I'm listening to. Well, let's just getting close to halfway now. Let's recap what we've got going on. So Barney's still out in front with a commanding lead of 32 seconds over Binky, who's sitting in second. But he's starting to pull a bit of a gap now on Dizzy, who's 4 seconds back. And hot on his heels, we might actually stay here for a minute. Here's Saki. Bit of a slap of the wall there from Dizzy. That's to give Saki a good run. Don't know if he's going to be close enough to make a move into the chase here. They go screaming down at 280 kilometers an hour, hard onto the brakes at the 150 mark, into the chase. Gets a good run coming out of the chase, and Dizzy's going to pull into the pits and do one of his stops. Oh, a little bit hot. Oh, just kept it off the tyres. So then that puts Saki up to second. Binky's in the pits again. So Saki in second, Binky third, Dizzy fourth, Aggro Cat fifth. And has now pulled a 3-second gap over Hobbsy, who's sitting in sixth, who's just going into the pits as well. Senna sitting in seventh. And he'll jump a few places here while these guys are in the pits. He jumps Hobbsy, that moves him up into sixth. Then we've got Spooling sitting in 8th with Motorman just behind in 9th. They both might jump Hobbsy here. Looks like they will. So that puts Spooling up into 7th. And Motorman into 8th. Oh no, it's mobile chicane. He must be a lap down. My bad. So then there we've got Hobbsy sitting in 8th. Motorman in 9th. And 13 seconds back to Chase Racing. Sitting in the top 10. Who's out on his own little spot at the moment. 13 seconds behind Motorman and 19 seconds ahead of 11th spot Terra. Then we bit of a time back to Clarkson, who's the last car on the lead lap, sitting in 12th. And we go back here to Mr. Late Night Racing, Sparrow, sitting in 13th. Looks like Barney's just done his stop too. Jax is in the pits in 14th, a lap down after that big incident coming out of heading up into Reed Park. And 5th is Mobile Chicane there. And Grumblebum runs out the top 16. As unfortunately Timmy has not been able to finish the race. So Dizzy now onto the back of Aggro Cat. What I might do here, I'll leave this view with you for a second while I go and grab a drink and go to the toilet. As Dizzy's looking to have a run on the inside here, I might just stay and wait, hopefully don't wet myself. As they go side by side. Oh, it's still side by side. Can they make this work? Oh, Aggro's throwing it in. Oh, almost had a bit of contact there, but they've managed to make it through. This is some pretty good racing here. Oh, Grumblebum's bailed out as well, unfortunately. So we're down 2 drivers. So we've got 15 left. So yeah, now that they're sorted and settled out, I'll leave that with you for a few minutes while I go grab a drink, and I'll be back after these commercial breaks. And we are back from commercial break, still watching Dizzy here, ever so slightly catching Aggro Cat. There's Hobbsy looking to close in on Motorman, who's just up the road. Driver data. We're going to look at the inputs here on cars as well, which is good. Tyre wear and stuff. The G-force and steering angle. We'll go on board with Binky here, heading down Conrod Straight, 260, 6 gear, 270, 276. Let's see. Got Aggro Cat. Dizzy's all onto the back of him now. What damage have we got here? Watching the fuel, there's 19% left there. What's Dizzy? Dizzy's got 40 litres, so dare say Aggro Cat will be looking to come into the pits in the next couple of laps to put a bit more fuel in, as we've just clicked over halfway. Thanks, Mohammed, saying awesome work on the commentary, mate. Yeah, appreciate it, really do. We enjoy doing these kinds of things. It gives everybody an opportunity to get some camera time, not just me behind the wheel. It's going on again. What other damage? Whatever we got? Leader comparison. Map. You can see the leader's just about to cross the line. It's lap 24. It's the white dot on the map. You can see everyone's pretty much spaced out. Still got that battle. What we got there? So we got Jackson, Sparrow and Terra just up ahead. Well, Clarson's bailed out as well, and Mobile Chicane. So they're dropping like flies. We're down to 13 cars. Motorman's up into the top 10. Managed to get around Spaulding, who's sitting in 10th. See there, started 3rd but sitting in 10th. It's really hard to see where everyone's going to end up. We've still got so many pit stops to do. Oh, big moment there from Spaulding. Oh, as he rotates it going down Conrod Straight. Massive accident there. Doing about 200. Manages to get it going, but there's going to be a lot of damage on that. Going to be a lot of repairs to be done. But yeah, he's got a bit of a gap to Jackson, as the outer race leader comes around and puts Spooling down a lap. As you can see there, steering 100%, engine 100%, clutch 100%, transmission 100%, and driveline 100%. Yep, she's pretty much knackered. Only good thing on it is the tyres, but they'd be a little bit worn. As looks like Dizzy's managed to get back around Aggro Cat and pulling the gap. How do I now turn? No, I don't want that. So it looks like Aggro Cat has pulled into the pits. There we go. Binky now comes out. But Dizzy's got the run on him. Dizzy's going to belt down the outside and move up into third. Dizzy's had a nice clean race. Pretty much mistake free, which has been good. Oh, as he gets a bit of a touch there from Binky. Barrister's back in 13th. Looks like Hobbs is going to try to put a lap on him too. Just ahead of Senna. Senna's pushing hard to try to close that gap on Hobbsy. We watch here. Senna heading up over the hill, down into the grate. Up into Reed Park. Up over the crest here. Turned in nicely there for McPhillamy. As Hobbsy's now onto the back of Sparrow. She's letting Senna close right into the back here. As we go through the dipper, heading down into the elbow. Sparrow steps aside and lets the boys through. Nicely done, Sparrow. It's the late night racing. Gap is only 0.7 of a second between Senna and Hobbsy. So back to the front, we've still got Barney out in front with a commanding lead over Saki. 46 seconds, back to second place, Saki. So watch Saki now come down into Forest Elbow. Ooh, Uses every bit of the road. Then we go back just 4 seconds, 4.7 to Binky, as he's managed to get back around Dizzy. He's now 3.5 seconds back. And then after his stop, Aggro Cat sitting in 5th, 21 seconds behind. Gets screaming down into the chase. And we go back to Hobbsy. He's managed to pull a bit of a gap now on Senna. It's opened up to 4 seconds. So from there we go back to 8th place, Motorman, who's the last car on the lead lap. He's got a pretty commanding lead in his position over Chase, but if we look, Barney's managed to just get around Chase and put him a lap down. Chase, we've got Jax, who's got Spooling closing in too, sitting in 11th. Don't know if this is actually for race position, or if they're on the same lap. I believe they are. And 12th we've got Tara. And then in the final position we've got Sparrow sitting in 13th. So Senna's still closing back in now on Hobbsy. It was out to 4 seconds last lap, now it's down to 1.6. Pushing hard to try to close that gap. Where did I fall, man? Okay. So Senna's got full tank, so 67%, so just over half. As Hobbsy's has done a pit stop. Looking here, Aggro Cat closing in on the back of Dizzy again. So fresh set of tyres, allowing him to claw his way back up. And go on board here. We'll watch Aggro Cat for a bit, see what he can do. All the spooling into the wall. happened there with spooling. Obviously rotated it coming out of the elbow. Dizzy's pulled a commanding gap coming down Conrod. So that Supra's got a bit of straight line speed about it. Can we find out? There's the actual gap times for all the races on the lead lap. Position changes. Penalties, maybe looking for penalties. Everyone's been quite clean, which has been good. But Aggro Cat, as we look now, is right on the back of Dizzy again. We can't actually see who's on what tyres. We can hear. Tyres are white. We go to Dizzy. Front ones are blue, so that means they're wearing away. I think the white line next to the tyres there is fuel. I believe so. Still trying to close that gap. It's down to under a second now. On roof cam here with Aggro. The lovely balloons in the sky. A bit of a party going on there. Places choppers. We're on bumper cam here. So Saki's now all over the back of Binky here for second place. Let's watch him head down into the elbow. They've got a lap car in front of them, which is Jax. Looks like Saki's got a good run here. He's popped out early, he's going side by side. He's going to be able to make this move stick, I'm pretty sure. Go side by side into the chase. Oh, Binky goes really deep and he's sideways and he's rotated. And Saki's just managed to miss him. Nice driving there from Saki to avoid that incident. Unfortunately put Binky out into the key litter. He's managed to recover. But now he's going to be just on 6.5 seconds back. Have to try to close that gap back in. We go back here to Aggro Cat and Dizzy. Battling for 4th and 5th. It's down to half a second now. It's like Aggro can close in under brakes with fresher tyres. Motorman's jumped into the pits. Bit of a slap on the wall there from Dizzy. They still been battling hard with each other all race. As we're into the final push of this race, we're now on lap 32 or 44. So with 12 laps to go, Aggro Cat's all over the back of him here. He needs to get a good run out of the elbow and use that slipstream effect down the Conrod straight. On half a second behind. I don't know if he's going to have the slipstream effect. That Supra is damn quick in a straight line. But that Mustang, super good under brakes, closes the gap back up. As we've got Spooling sitting down in the bottom corner here, doing burnouts. Nice one, Spool. I'm not sure about this game whether you can pop tyres or not, but anyway, showing off to the crowd. Look at the crowd's loving it, they're all cheering, thinking he's at Summonats. Tip it in. Yeah, nice tip in. As we head back to this battle, it's still not over. Jump on board here with Aggro Cat, still pushing pretty hard. Oh, he's run very deep, just hit the glass and dripped the wall going through the dipper. It's managed to push the gap back out again. Got a bit of work to do now to close that gap back up. So Binky now manages to claw his way back up towards Saki. He's only 3 seconds off now as they put a lap on Jax. But Barney with a commanding lead, been flawless all race, started from pole and has just walked out away from the field and just managed to be smooth, consistent with no real incidents. Let's go on board here for a lap. And let's just watch how the leader of the race is doing. Just being smooth. Staying out of trouble, missing accidents. As he comes down now to start lap 34, so 10. This will be 10 to go. Brakes at the 100 board, turns in, clips the apex, uses all the exit road and then some, bit of grass as well. As we head up Mountain Straight. Let's get some telemetry going as well. In the Griffin's Bend, third gear. Uses all the exit curb. Head up through the kink here to the cutting. Back into second. Tucks it in nice and tight. Bit of a drift on the way out. Manages to control it. A little bit of a tap on the wall there. As we head up here to Solomon's. Down into the grape. Turns in very nicely. Up over the bridge here to McPhillamy, fourth gear, onto the brakes, back into third, on the brakes again, back into second, tied in for the dipper. That's done up into fourth, hard on the brakes, back to second. Bit of a tap of the wall there. And then back down on the Conrod. The race leader's doing a commanding job. The Binky's managed to push it into 2.7 seconds. As did I see. We've got spooling sitting into the wall there. Don't know what he's doing there. Where's... So I dare say AgroCat has pitted, because he's now 21 seconds back from Dizzy. As we now watch the last step on the podium here, Binky closing in to try to take that second step away from Saki. As Binky's looking to pull into the pits, and so does Saki. Oh, Saki in there pretty hot. Oh, manages to hold on to it. But Binky's closed that gap right up now. We'll stay here and watch these two. They're both in the stops. Pretty quick stop for both of them. As Dizzy's taken both places, moved up into second. I dare say Dizzy's going to have to do another stop. It's 24%. Yeah, he's got a quarter of a tank left. Don't know if that's going to be enough for him. Saki now pushing hard with a fresh set of tyres and enough fuel to get home. Oh, very loose. Manages to hold it, bud. Great car control. One of the fastest spots of the track. Up over the hill as he's hot on the heels now, Dizzy. He'll want to get past here as Dizzy just sidesteps and lets him go past. He knows he's not in the race. Let's let Saki open up a bit more of a gap on Binky. But Dizzy's using that tow effect that's going to help him in the long run with his pit stop over AgroCat. As Dizzy... Did he pull into the pits or did he just let Binky pass? Just let Binky pass. So now Binky's just got his eyes set on Saki. With 8 laps to go. Just got to manage to close that gap bit by bit. Back markers are pretty much all spread out. Spooling's just driving around the track, parking in different spots. Senna now all onto the back of Hobbsy again. Might have the tow here up the hill. Obviously trying to shake that draft. Ran a little bit wide and let Senna close right up onto the back of him now. Then nose to tail, heading up into the cutting. And Senna sticks it up the inside. Almost made contact. The Hobbsy has prevailed. A little bit of a touch with the wall there. Sent Senna a bit wide. He's had to back out of it. These two have also been battling all race together, chopping and changing positions. He's right on him. He's definitely going to have the slipstream now. Is he going to push him or is he going to try to pull out? Hobbsy's covering a bit, sitting in the middle of the track. He's pushing Senna right to the edge. Senna's backed out of it. Is he going to have a look under brakes? No, Hobbsy covers him. But Senna makes it around the outside of the chase. What a move. As Hobbsy pulls into the pits, obviously Hobbsy needed to get fuel. So Dizzy has done his stop and he's back out and he's 17 seconds behind AgroCat. Didn't think he'd be quite that far behind. Obviously something's happened there, but we've got Binky all over the back of Saki here, battling for second place. gap sitting at 1.3 seconds. It'll all come down to now who can make the least amount of mistakes and just keep that gap. I'm still confused about how Dizzy's 17 seconds behind AgroCat. They were so close together. I was going to say, well, that's better. Only 8 seconds behind. So a bit of work to do. Running out of laps. We've only got, what's that? 6 laps to go. So Hobbsy now has been, after he stopped Motorman, has managed to overtake him and move up to 7th. Even had a bit of coverage on Motorman. A little bit wide there into the last corner. Hobbsy's back into the pits again. Terra's in the pits. Hobbsy's now gone a lap down. This is the closest gap we've got at the moment, which is for the last 2 steps on the podium. Who's going to get the silver and who's going to take home the bronze? As Binky pulls into the pits, obviously hasn't got enough fuel. No, he's full of fuel. For 3/4 of a tank. So unless he's got damage, or could just put a fresh set of softs on. But that's definitely taking him out of contention now. AgroCat's going to overtake him here if he's not careful. There we go. Saki's only got a little bit of fuel. He might need to make a stop. Race leader. Race leader's full to the end. So we're going to have to watch this. Saki is going to have to stop for fuel. Agro should be okay for fuel. 25%. Oh, the tyres look like they're cooked. Dizzy's got a brand new set with 54, so AgroCat might have to pit as well. Saki's tyres are pretty worn. He's got 11% left in the tank. So this is it, 4 laps to go. This is the final push up the spool. Oh, he's not parked on the side of the road anymore. There's another one out, down to 12. So basically, I believe Saki and AgroCat will have to pit again. %9 and dropping. You'll probably have to come in this lap. As we're saying that, Aggro Cat has jumped into the pits to do his stop. Jax is just leaving the pits after doing his final stop. So where does that put Dizzy? Dizzy's now out in front of him. By commanding lead pretty much by the whole mountain straight. There's going to be a big ask in 4 laps to close. So we need to watch now. Saki, who should be coming in the pit for the last time this lap. So he's just going into the elbow. Binky's just heading up into McPhillamy. So this will be close. But I believe Binky will probably get by him. Ooh, it takes a lot of grass through the chase there. Does he come in? He sure does. Comes in hot. Dizzy's managed, he's got 14 seconds over Aggro Cat. And here comes Binky down into the final corner. Where's Saki? Saki's coming out. This is going to be close. Saki's out in front of him. 2.2 seconds with 3 laps to go. Saki's managed to get a blistering stop in. Just got to get a bit of heat into those tyres so they can get a bit hot and sticky. Get a bit of grip. Oh, massive slide up through to the cutting. Gap's now down to 1.6. Oh, manages to hold it, keeps it off the grass. It's opened it up a bit more now to 1.7. It's been great racing all race between Saki, Binky, and then between Dizzy and Aggro Cat, and then also between Hobbsy and Senna. But I don't think Hobbsy's been able to close that gap again on Motorman. Looks like it's about 8 to 10 seconds between them. And then Senna's now just moved up into 6th. Barney's just put a lap on him. Sparrow comes out after his final stop. Still sitting in 12th. The gap's now out to 2.5, so obviously Vinky's had a bit of an incident. And Zagi's just been able to bridge that gap ever so slightly. Look at the race leader. It's heading down Conrod. 2 laps to go. Dizzy's just heading into the cutting now. Ado Cata's just heading up through Griffins. So it's still about 10 to 12 seconds. But this gap here between Saki and Binky is down to 1.4. So Barney's just started the second last lap. But this is where all the action is at the moment. It's been a grueling 43 laps. We've had everything. We've had hits, misses, spins, crashes, fuel, tyres, all come into the mix. Let's have a quick look at pit stops. So we've had 8 pit stops from people. We've had 7, 4, 5. What do we do for penalties? Well, we don't have to worry about Saki and Binky because there's no penalties there. Dizzy's got no penalties. Senna's got 4 seconds. So as long as he's got a bit of a gap over Motorman, so where's Senna? Just gone through the elbow on the Conrod. Mountain Man's going through the SSA. He's got more than 4 seconds, so he should keep that position. That gap now has gone back out to 2.5 seconds. Where's our leader? Here he is going into the chase. About to start the final lap. They've still been pushing themselves all race. It's been great to watch. Massive slide there. Oh, bit of a touch on the wall. That's going to close the gap up a little bit. As Barney has started the final lap. Down to 1.8. It's going to have to be a pretty big mistake Saki's going to have to make to let that gap close right up. So we're going board with the leader here for the final time over the top of the mountain. It's been a flawless effort here from Barney. Hardly any mistakes and just consistently putting in lap after lap. It's been a tremendous drive. He heads down Conrod straight for the last time. Up over the ridge. Ready to turn in for the chase. Through the chase. And down into the final corner, and he's ready to meet the checkered flag. And fireworks are going off. Congratulations, Barney. Great race. There is your winner. As we go back to this battle here. Oh, we've had an incident here. I think he's had a bit of an off. And he's obviously pushed a little bit too hard. And the car is kaput. Now he needs to watch out. I think Dizzy might get him here. There's Jax. Where's Dizzy? Dizzy's now dropping down into the elbow. Yeah, a lot of damage there with the car. Hang on. Oh, Binky's DNF'd. Oh, so instead of taking probably 4th or 5th, it's just DNF. That's unfortunate, but that's put Dizzy onto the 3rd step of the podium. There's Saki takes 2nd. Great race, well done, mate. And another great run from Diz. Had great battles all race with Aggro Cat, who's managed to claw that gap back to 3.7, but not quite enough as Diz crosses the line to take the 3rd step on the podium. Aggro Cat comes home in 4th. And Senna had an absolutely epic race tonight. Good races there with Hobbsy, Aggro Cat and Dizzy. Comes into the chase for the final time. And rounds the last corner to take 5th place. Great race, Senna. Well done, mate. Congratulations on 5th. Motorman, who's been a quiet achiever in this race, has done a fantastic job to get up to 6th place. So well done, Motorman. So, not sure about who's leading the series or anything like that. Like I said, first time, so not too sure. And Hobbsy now. Has been one of those movers and shakers of the big race. Moved up 10 spots, so started last, moved up into 7th place. Oh, bit of understeer going to the last corner. Almost bins it. But it didn't matter as he's got a bit of a gap back to Jax as Hobbsy crosses the line to take 7th. And here's Jax. Around the last corner, bags it up. Comes down and over the line to take 8th. Chase will be 9th. Oh, big slide there from Terra. Almost drifting on the track. I think these guys already finished the race anyway. And Sparrow will round out the field that finished in 11th spot. So it's been a great race for all these people, but congratulations to Barney. Flawless effort, just unstoppable tonight. Done such a great job. And Saki, oh, race is over, so it doesn't matter. Don't know what these guys are doing. A great race there from Saki, and a great effort from Dizzy to get on the third step of the podium. We've got our grey cat just behind him. A great battles all race. So I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. Bit of a learning curve for me with the camera angles and all the buttons and shit on this game. But just let me know in the comments, guys, if you enjoyed it. You know, if there's anything I can do to fix it or anything. You know, a few tips and tricks. Let me know. Don't forget to smash the thumbs up button. And subscribe and follow if you haven't already. Really appreciate it if you do. So there's our results all together. So best laps 2:11.5, 2:12. Don't even get a chance to read it. And here's the boys on the podium. Dizzy in third, Saki in second, and Barney takes the top step. Congratulations everyone, great racing from all. Hope everybody enjoyed it, I surely did. Thanks for watching, guys, and be sure to check in next Saturday night for round 11, and thanks for watching. Catch us on the next one.